is about time we head into the hive, the final main location in the longest world of the game. It's been a long time coming, but we are here. We're about to head in, and our first objective is to not use Dark Nova or any of these other cards against some myth mobs. So let's head on inside. Ooh. Sorry, we got a ladder and all that, so. Alright, Albino Lashers, please do not Earthquake Gaming me. I am begging you.
Ah, you give me such a pain in my tail. Take your questions to Sly Claws.
Why do you bother, Sly Claws? You stand between the warp and the rift, the entrance to the glorious hive of the mighty spiders of the Arachna! No one can proceed without a quivering band. Elsewise, the mammoth arachnids over the web gates will devour you! Alive! If you want a quivering band, you'll need to brave the Warp Tower and ask Ekrovich Badblood, the Shadow Weaver Lord. Nicely.
Has the rat spy revealed anything about the location of the wizard? Wait, who are you? The wizard? How did you... Never mind. Die in the name of the Shadow Web! Quivering band, light child. The rat spy? The long shadow mantises captured him sniffing around the Atrimental Gate. He suffers in the pit of despair.
You survived! Rat prisoner? Yes, the bad rat. You want to go to the pit of despair? To reach the pit of despair, pass through the web gate, through the way of gloom. Or you could just surrender to me. No, I didn't think so. You want to find the Warden Benthamic, an unfriendly sort. He is always scurrying, watching the prisoners. To find Warden Benthamic, you'll have to ask the Delving Goliaths. I'm sure they'll be very welcoming if you smile.
Oh yeah, I'll smile for them.
Warden watches all from up there.
I see a cantrip chest.
You are the wizard that everyone is chittering about, are you not? Fascinating. No, I do not need to fight you. I am a creature of science and intellect, not war and violence. You wouldn't understand. You are looking for a rat spy. Let me think. We have so many guests. Ah, yes. I recall. The rat captain from Skull Island, whatever backwater hovel in a spiral that is. Let me give you the key to his cell.
Saltblood, we are so hungry. You should not be here. Bite your face. Very sorry to fight you just so hungry. You let us go? Many thanks, wise spellbinder. We escaped the hive!
Time to have a hard talk with Warden Benthamic.
Did I send you to the wrong cell? So hard to remember them all. But you survived the savage barbarians. Fascinating. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Here, take this key. I swear, by the Shadow Queen, you'll find the Rat Captain contained within. And maybe something else. What? No, I didn't say anything. Stop glowering at me.
I'm gonna glower at you for a while longer. Look at me, Warden Benthamic. Okay, enough glowering. Let's go. Well, I think I would get
There
demonetized.
passed a weary time. Each throat was parched, and glazed each eye. A weary time, a weary time. How glazed each weary eye.
I'll ask again, and again, and again. How did you get here? Where is the wizard? What is your plan?
When looking westward, I beheld a something in the sky.
What's that? Wait, who are you? Some new warlord sent by Warden Bendamic? No, you're the wizard! Nobody expects to... Oh, never mind.
3% Pierce Jewel?
With throats unslaked, with black lips baked, we could not laugh nor cry. Through utter drought, all dumb we stood. I bit my arm, I sucked the blood, and cried, my old ally! It has been too long, friend wizard. I appear to owe you again for freeing me from another waking nightmare. You're a good sort, wizard. How did I get here? Ahead of you? I took a shortcut, but that ain't worked out so well for me, huh? You're trying to reach the Shadow Queen. Come quick, come quick. I know this place. I've been here before. I can guide you. I'll show you how to beat her. This way. We go down and travel the way she can't see.
More volunteers? I do not know what will happen if I put you through the mutation chamber, but I'm willing to experiment.
Kinda just didn't need to say that.
I did not expect you to be able to defeat a pair of savage Goliaths. You are most formidable. Luckily, I have more. Enough! Here is the band you need. But you'll find only terrors and abominations in the black hole.
Yes, good. The black hole. That is where our path must go. Long ago, I heard the magi whisper its secrets. Down, down, down we must go into the black hole. That is how you'll beat her. With a weapon so powerful, the magi hid it away. Go stand on the edge of forever and cry this thrice. Carlotta Akavatika!
You stand as close to the edge as you dare. Waves of vertigo threaten to knock you down. The whole pit seems to pulse. You do as Captain Coleridge bade, and cry, Carlotta Akavatika! Carlotta Akavatika! Carlotta Akavatika! A tiny yellow and brown spider descends on a silver web. In a blur of motion, she creates a web ladder.
What are you waiting for? Climb down! It will hold. I'll wait here.
Well, you wait there. I'm gonna start grabbing all the agave that's around.
It was the rat captain that brought you here to the black hole. With his promise of power over the Shadow Queen. His promise of a secret weapon. But did you forget? Rats lie.
They do, and we have one in charge of the game's design. Ain't that sad?
Rats are not known for courage and heart and mercy. Rats only speak of hunger and sickness and death. Does that give you comfort down here, alone, in the dark?
Go back, Spellbinder. Go back, Wizard. Go back. This path only ends in misery. Either I will slay you, or you will unlock the vaulted doors and be annihilated.
Reveal the secrets of the black hole. What could possibly go wrong?
A moment. The light is hard on these poor eyes. I have not tasted fresh air in a long, long time. I am Old Cobb, and I owe you a tremendous debt. You are here to stop the Shadow Queen. Good. I will help you. I know the old ways and lost secrets of the hive.
You see? Old Captain Coleridge did not steer you wrong. I told you we had to go down as far as we could go.
Before we can go up, and up we shall go. Captain, lead on.
In here, yes? Yes?
Yes, inside. Wizard, duel the savage Goliaths, but do not hurt them too badly. We need to recover some of their true essence.
Where are you? Okay, well, fortunately, I know from experience that he gives me an extra power pip. So, like, that's his little buff. So, basically, I can just blade and kill.
Now, use the true essence on the mutation chamber and watch.
You take the true essence you collected and add it to the mutation chamber. It is almost, but not quite, thoroughly unpleasant. There's a crackle of power. It feels like life and myth and shadow all intertwined. And then...
What? Where? Who? How? Why?
Hush, little bee. You are free of the shadow web. Return to your queen and be at peace. Morganth's tendrils run deep. I was afraid I might not be able to pull that off. With your heart and my wisdom, wizard, we may be able to shake the foundations of the Shadow Palace and the Umbra Legion. We must travel up higher, back to the warp and the weft, the center of all things. There is a small cavern there, the Recluse Chamber, a place of contemplation and focus. We need the spinner crystals inside.
I will lead the way, I will.
I came in here to get away from it all. Who are all of you? A wizard, a rat, and a hooded stranger walk into the Recluse Chamber. Sounds like a setup to a bad joke. Ouch! The joke's on me!
Yep, L dance. And I can also finally put something in here. You really and truly love to see that. Thank you for the sub again. Big W's.
With these crystals, I unweave the spells that tangled up your spirit, Captain. I remove the shadow on your heart. And I free you of your service. Go forth, live your own life, and be gone from here.
Free? Truly? The mariner whose eye is bright, whose beard with age is hoar, is gone.
Yep, see you later. Thank you, Do-Rag Lover, for the sub.
He will live a natural life now, to make of it what he will. And it gives me a mote of my power back. You must open the way of Ungul. Go into the tower of the weft. You will encounter trapdoor spiders throughout. Collect their bristles. With them we can open the web gate and head up to the Palace of Fangs.
You scratch the bristles along the web as old Cobb directs. The vibrations cause the web to twitch and withdraw.
This is the Palace of Fangs, where they take baby spiders and train them to be deadly gladiators and skinners. It also holds the Night Orb Chamber, where we must pause for a respite. Deal with the Arachna skinners, or else we will be overrun by the rest of the hive. The long climb taxed me more than I expected. I will await you here.
Spellbinder! We thought you were trapped in the pit of despair! When we're done with you, you'll wish you were! We have failed you, Shadow Queen! Scurry! Scurry! Scurry away!
The skinners seem to have lost some of their vigor. It has been a considerable time since I have walked amongst them. I can sense a treasure in the next chamber. The Arachna gladiators long sought this secret, and Morganth gave it to them. This is a forge for shadow energy, where it is hammered and folded into a physical edge. Enter the chamber of the Shadowsmith and deal with the guards. With luck, the smith will be receptive to our cause.
The Shadow Queen has many weapons, and I am one of them. The smith is yours, but the Shadow Queen will destroy you all.
Who are you? I am Azelia the Arms Master. Long have I been forced to craft weapons for the most noble and cruel Arachna. Of late, the magi have insisted I fold in strange magic from the shadow web to create instruments of deadly beauty. It is dangerous work, but I do not mind smithing for a cause I believe in.
This weapon crafter may be of help in our campaign. The Arachna gladiators channel some of the shadow web into the Night Orb chamber for their martial training and shadow weapons. We must take this power back from them. Go into the Night Orb chamber and claim its namesake jewel. Defeat whomever you must.
No, it cannot be you. How did you make it so far? I sense great magic in you. This is going to be rough.
Oh, at least he knows.
Take the Night Orb.
Not so fast, little duelist. I've heard many stories of you. Trained by the pompous Diego, student of Merle Ambrose, adept of shadow magic, conqueror of warlords. Ha! Let's put it to the test, shall we? If you win, you get the Night Orb. If I win, I'll take your head. Bah! Better and faster than I expected. You win this round. Take the Night Orb. I'll prepare for our next encounter.
I did not expect Morganth to mount such strong resistance. It appears she still has many cards to play. Now, let us see the Night Orb. The Night Orb is a drop of shadow magic, frozen in physical form. It is night and dark and chaos you can hold in your hand. The Night Orb is a conduit to the Shadow Web. On its own, it could give an individual the gift of shadow magic without study. But we can instead embed it here to allow others to tap into the river of magic. Wizard, use the Night Orb to make the Fountain of Night flow. Then
You hold the Night Orb up toward the fountain. There's a tremendous rush of wind and energy. You sense, see, taste, hear, smell, and feel power being pulled from the immense shadow web and pooling here.
well done. Any who wish to study the ebb and flow of shadow can study here and can drink deep of its depths. It will take generations for the shadow web to be drained of its reservoir, but the Arachna Magi no longer hold all the cards.
The Fountain of Night lets me craft you a new style of weapon. Before now, only the Shadow Queen's elite had access to my arms. I believe I am the first in the spiral to craft this kind of magic. You need it for your crusade to tear down the Shadow Queen. However, in return, you must find any mantis tributes that are in the hive and release them. Agreed? Thank you. Take this weapon, now steeped in shadow. Look in the city of Sardonyx if you ever need to find me again.
A fine weapon. It could be a help in the upcoming battles, for many of your foes will be well versed in shadow magic. It took Morganth many years of study to learn shadow magic, and she quickly surpassed the spider magi who taught her. Still, she was reluctant to share what she had learned, until her power bloomed with the infusion of a great rush of death magic. Now that Morganth is saturated with power, she hands it out easily to any who might defeat you. You should be honored. It is time to turn our attention to the House of the Magi, where the true and powerful Arachna elders dwell. Spiders are tricky by nature. Be on guard. We must engage the Arachna gladiators who defend the noble Magi in order to gain entry.
You have only earned yourself entry to a host of horrors.
This is the House of the Magi, where the elder spider folk spin their plots and practice their magic. Nothing is safe here, and while I would never say all Arachna are wicked, these may be the worst of the lot. You must clean out the cobwebs to press ahead. Deal with the spider adepts who cling to their dark vision like nymphs clinging to their mother's wings.
Shake some more out.
You cannot come into this sacred place. We will eat your eyes.
My eyes don't taste that good. Keep it a bug.
You may have beaten us, but we are the least in the House of the Magi.
They are indeed the least. Now for something greater. The reflection chamber lies before you. While it may sound serene and contemplative, it is anything but. It is a chamber of deception. You will find the mantis tributes that Azelia spoke of. Do your best with them, but ideals are hard to fight.
Embrace the shadow in the dark heart at the center of your core. You know you are stronger than a bee or a mouse. You know you are more clever than a 1,000-legger and more willful than a scorpion. You need to clutch onto those feelings with your raptorial claws and be ready to fulfill the Shadow Queen's every whim. We seem to have a visitor. Demonstrate what you have learned. Kill the wizard.
You should not be here. Die for the Magus!
But the Shadow Queen shall never die.
Strike one of us down and 2 more shall rise to take our place! No, wait, that's someone else.
Many only wish to hear what they already believe. Still, there is hope for some. You will see more of this unwavering belief in the metastasis chamber. Enter it, but be prepared for what you may find.
As you enter the metastasis arch, know that you shed your old mantis name in order to gain a new, powerful name. One that befits the Shadow Weaver you are becoming. Huh? You shouldn't be here. This is a delicate operation.
It's my turn in the spotlight. If I slay you, perhaps I will be transformed into a Shadow Weaver Lord.
This will be a good taste of my newly acquired powers. The Shadow Queen take you, Lightbringer!
Now we'll never know who is best and who is who. Stars upon thars!
Spellbinder, is there a way to undo this terrible transformation?
We should press on. You wish to try to restore these poor lost souls? Perhaps, but you will need a potent venom that can strip them back to the core. Return to the Palace of Fangs and seek out the Chamber of Tamulus. He is perhaps the greatest scorpion warrior. Defeat him and take the venom from his stinger. Bring it back here. Wizard, this would be a terrible time to die.
You should not have returned here, Wizard. I am Tamulus, the greatest of scorpion champions. My venom will blister your skin and blind your eyes. Prepare for your death.
got the life one. Expecting that.
Very well done. I am most pleased that you did not die. Use the stinger venom to unravel the metastasis arch. This will involve pain and effort. Important work always does. For once, though, the pain will not be yours to endure directly.
Is it too late to change my mind? I'm really not so sure about this.
Wait, the pain will pass.
Spellbinder, you should not have risked yourself for me and mine, but I cannot thank you enough.
She is correct, but such is life. You have done much to unravel the webs of the spider magi. You have hurt them in their inner sanctum. By breaking their control of the shadow web and proving their transformations can be undone, you have made them fear. Worse for them, Morganth is in her own looking-glass world. She cares not for the brief little dramas of the hive or sardonyx. The magi are in a blind panic. If you break their spirit, they will open the way of night, leading you to the Shadow Palace. Enter the Chamber of the Orb Weavers and duel Archmagus Lorcan and the Elder Magi. I will do what I can to aid you.
So now I see with mine own eyes the last final hope of the fifth column. You, this, are what the burrowers have rallied around. You tiny, weak, pitiful wretch. You are what has been a burr to the great and terrible Shadow Queen. We have groomed her to be the deadliest wizard in the spiral. Every card she casts can shatter mountains and burn seas. Even should you somehow defeat us, you must face the Dark Woman in her place of absolute power, the Shadow Palace.
So it shall be. The children of light and shadow, the children of prophecy, shall duel and decide the fate of the spiral.
Who is this that accompanies you? No, it cannot be. Destroy the wizard! Destroy them both for the honor of the Shadow Queen! We must open the way of night. The Shadow Queen awaits you in her full glory. Once you fall, we will wipe your name from the spiral.
Well fought. With the Spider Magi Elders broken, the Umbra Legion will soon shatter. Chrysalis will be free. Save for the Shadow Queen, of course. Hurry now, through the way of night, and here we stand, on the edge of shadow. The Spider Magi built this palace for their chosen queen long ago. But Morganth has refined and reshaped it in her image. The enormous weight of energy Morganth released in Azteca threatened to crush her, so she built an arcane brace to support it. It takes the form of a great tree, her Bartleby, of course. Moros watches and waits for her to master the Song of Creation. Face Moros the Doom Tree and force him to bridge the way to the Shadow Palace, or else we cannot continue on.
Well, that will be saved for episode 20. Simultaneous stream, not quite. Although, I guess if you want to get on, we could probably run it a little bit. I can get my storm back out, but it would be nice to get the deck at some point. But for the time being, that is going to wrap up this episode. We still got 25 people here, so it's kind of tough, but yeah, regardless. I don't know when the next actual episode of this is going to be. It could very well be a while before then, but there'll be farming streams. You know, I'm going to try and get my gear in order. Of course, I'm going to try and farm the true bosses for the wand, and then once I get that, once I get like a good wand and a good deck, I'm going to try to get the galleries gear, because that is what I plan on using for the foreseeable future. So that is the plan going forward. But for now, thank you all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more, and I will see y'all later.